I'm I'm at work and I work in a warehouse or something. Yeah, it's a warehouse with a big dock, and I'm like a supervisor in the stream, but I'm not the supervisor either. Like it shifts between me being in charge and not being in charge. And there's a bunch of people working on the dock. Like we're only on the dock, and there's like people driving forklifts, people driving hand pumps or those hand dollies, whatever. And suddenly there's a police like SUV. It's like a state trooper type of car that pulls in through one of the open doors in the back, like a truck bay door, and he drives onto the dock, and he just parks like right there in the middle of the dock, and he gets out, and I realize it's like a government inspection of the warehouse, but it's not even like somebody from the labor, like government labor, whatever. It's just an actual like police officer. He's in full uniform, but he's there to do like a labor inspection, and he's asking these questions about like just random questions about the workers, about the equipment that we use, and he's just observing people. And like obviously people can see that there's a cop there doing like some sort of inspection, but it's like we're pretending that we don't know, or like they don't know. It's just me and him are observing people, and he's asking me questions about like our work procedures, our safety procedures. And he finds out that there's a couple workers who are like temporary workers or agency workers. They're like, but then they're immigrants too. And he makes like some weird comments, like they're kind of like racial comments towards them. I think one of them is like Indian too, and he says something like weird about how he hates this one specific guy, but I can tell it's like a racial thing, and I'm so surprised that he would say something like that and admit it openly. And then he starts saying how he hates that one specific Indian employee, and that he can't believe like he damaged something at our job or something, like our workplace. And so I kind of I just I hear that, I'm surprised, and then he's asking some more questions, and it's like he wants. I get the feeling that he wants that one person like either fired or whatever, but he can't do anything about it. And he's just watching people working and observing people from like a distance with me, and then he kind of calls everybody over, like he gathers everyone to have like a group meeting. And so everybody gathers around him, and he starts showing things that are like wrong, or things that we're doing that are bad. Like there's damaged products that we're shipping out, and there's a couple pallets or these skids that are stacked too high or in a bad way. And then there's like a manager there. He suddenly calls over the manager, and he's kind of upset at the manager. I guess he's kind of giving the manager shit for the way he's running this warehouse. And there's so many people randomly too, like people, extra people there. And we're just watching him give out this like aggressive, like he's kind of, I think at one point he's going to start giving tickets out too, but it made no sense because they were like speeding tickets or like work infraction tickets to the individuals or to the manager. He was basically talking about like a fine, either threatening to fine this company or give individual fines to people. And we're just gathered around kind of in a big circle, just listening to him complain about stuff. And I think he kind of targets that one individual too, like the one new employee who was like the Indian employee. And we just pretend everything's normal, like it's not a big deal, or he's not racist, even though like we all kind of get that feeling that he's very racist. And that's all I remember from that dream. Then um, I'm at home, and I'm living in this weird long shaped house, and my mom and dad are there. I think my parents are both there, and my dad's not supposed to be there. And I think my mom's kind of pissed off that my dad is there. I guess they're divorced. they're divorced or separated, and my dad's just showing up at the house, and she's upset. So at one point, like kind of at the beginning, he's in and out of the house, and then my mom doesn't like that or whatever, and then later on he's gone again. He's not there, and like he doesn't live there, and it's just me and my mom. And then there's like I ask her if she's going to work, and she tells me that she substituted a weekend shift, so she's gonna go to work on the Saturday instead. So she's taking like a random day off in the middle of the week so that she can work one day on the weekend instead. And then it kind of shifts to like a family gathering, and now the house looks different too. It's not like this long thin house. It's like just a big rectangular house with a living area and a hallway. And then I realize I have a couple of relatives there and family members, and they're dressed inappropriately. They're wearing very revealing clothing. And I'm sitting next to an uncle or an aunt or something, and they're talking to me about like why are these family members dressed so inappropriately. And I think there's there's like it doesn't even make sense. I don't even know if, at one point I don't know these people, but I kind of know their family members, I think. And at one point I have a sister there, and more than one sister maybe, and then some cousins. And it's just like a regular family gathering, but they're wearing like see-through clothes or like bikinis, like almost like so revealing, and nobody understands why they're wearing this inside the house during a family gathering. And one of my relatives, like an older aunt or something, makes a comment about like they like to do that on purpose. Like I think they literally quote word for word. They said something along the lines of they like to show what they shouldn't show, or they like to show it, like to show what they shouldn't show, something like that. That's what they said. And so it's so awkward though, because we're sitting there and we're pretending like they're dressed normally, even though they're not dressed, like they're dressed revealing, and like we're avoiding looking at them, and everyone's just socializing and acting normal, but it's so weird. And then I kind of get up and I leave, or it's the same dream, it's the same sequence, but people are kind of coming and going now. There's people, but now suddenly some of the relatives are like coworkers from work, and I see them, and everyone's just socializing and mingling. And then I go into the garage. Yeah, I'm in the garage, and there's tools. I need tools, or there's just tools there. And there's like a kid there. He looks like young, and I think he's like a cousin or a friend. He's either a young cousin or a young kid of a friend or a coworker, and he has some tool. It's like a lawnmower, something like a lawnmower or a snowblower or something, and he's fidgeting with it and he's trying to clean it. And he's using like almost like a vacuum or a blow dryer, some sort of device, and he's trying to clean this big like appliance thing. Like I think it looks like a lawnmower, almost like a big sit down lawnmower or something like that. And I know it. I guess has a motor, and it's mechanical because it has oil. Like basically, it's like a lawnmower that's like an oil based, like an engine, whatever. And he's cleaning out the motor, and I know he's gonna mess. Like I can tell right before it happens that he's doing something he shouldn't. And I think I even questioned him. I'm like, why are you cleaning this thing like with these tools? It's not the right way to do it. And I can tell that he doesn't even know what he's doing. He's kind of being careless. And suddenly he does something wrong where he ends up blowing out a bunch of oil. Like the oil starts just spraying and leaking into the garage. And at this point, I don't even think it's my garage. It's not my house anymore. I'm just there as a guest or something. And it's like so messy, and it looks like motor oil, just a bunch of like clear, like light colored motor oil just goes spewing all over the place and like on the floor. And he suddenly, like, I don't think he can stop it, or he's trying to like he's trying to stop the leak. And so there's just oil all over the floor, all over this tool, and I just casually walk away like nothing happened, or like I'm not involved or anything. I just kind of shake my head. I'm disappointed at him, and I'm like surprised. Why would you do that? And so I leave, and then I'm outside now. I'm going towards the front entrance, and a coworker is going into the house as well, and he's yelling across the street to a neighbor just randomly, and he's like yelling at him about something, and it has to do with the fact that there's so many people around. And I think this neighbor wants to come visit, but my coworker is like, now's not a good time, and he suddenly talks in a different language, and I think he's African or something, because he starts speaking some sort of African language that I can't understand, and it's like slang. And I don't hear what he says, but like in the dream, I just suddenly know it's African. Like he's speaking another language. He speaks English as well, but at one point he's speaking this other like special African dialect language that him and his neighbor know, and they're like literally yelling across the street, and they're laughing too. So they're like joking about something, and I think it has to do with all the people that are there that are like indirectly making fun of us or something, but not necessarily in a bad way. Like they're teasing or something. And that's all I remember from that dream sequence. And then, and then another dream I had. This one, I just remember a little bit of this one. It was the two comedians. There's, crap, I don't remember their name. One of them is Nima Naz. So Nima Naz, the comedian out of Toronto. He's that chubby. He's kind of fat in the dream, but like more unrealistically fat. And then, yeah, it's Nima Naz and another comedian, his friend. They're friends in real life. I forget his name though. I think it's Anthony something. I'm not sure, but he's the one that's the taller, even more overweight comedian. I think they're doing a tour right now actually, so it has to do with the tour or something like that. So it's Nima Naz and this Anthony guy. I think his name's Anthony. I can't even remember. And they're sitting on this hilltop, but it's like a hill, but it's made out of stairs, and it's like grass as well. I don't even know what it is. It's like a U-shaped stair. It's like a hill. It's like a small hill with grass, but the middle part is stairs, and they're sitting near the top of this. They're sitting there and they're making jokes with each other. Like I'm watching. It's like I'm watching this like a TV show. And so they're sitting there and they're making fun of each other and their weight because they're both overweight. And it looks so unrealistic because it's like they're sitting, but their stomachs are huge. Like their stomachs stick out like really high up. And they're friends though. They're taking shots at each other like as a comedy show. It's like this is part of their show, making fun of each other's weight. And then I'm just watching this like a TV show or something, but then I'm in the dream suddenly. I'm actually there. Not the dream, but the scene or whatever. So I make my way up to the stairs. I basically sit between them, like as if I'm a guest or I'm part of the show at one point. And then they get upset, like jokingly, and they're making fun of me now. And then I crack some jokes about their weight as well. And they pretend to like be upset, but I know it's all part of the show. It's like a skit or something that we're doing. And so I'm making fun of them, and then I kind of get concerned. Like in the dream suddenly during this skit, I get concerned about the weight, and I think like, well, these guys are actually like really fat. They're really overweight. Like they're making fun of each other, and it's just jokes. But they need to get healthy. They need to lose weight because otherwise they're actually gonna die. Like they're very unhealthy, and they're using this as part of their comedy skit. And I kind of feel bad, and I think I even say something at one point. I'm trying to give them advice on how to lose weight or something, and that's all I remember. Just suddenly, that part of the dream ends, and then I know I had a video game type dream again. It was like a first person shooter again, similar to like Call of Duty or Fortnite or something, and I'm shooting people at a distance. This one was very vague. I barely remember this part. It's just like it was very far away. It was like I think it was like a sniper type game. It's like I had to snipe these people, or they're trying to snipe me. And again, I was like I'm watching it, but I'm also in the dream. And so these guys are like, there's two guys on a rooftop very far away, and I have a sniper. I'm trying to like calibrate the scope or something, and I have to shoot them. And I'm trying to. It's just a game though. When I'm shooting them, I think I keep missing though because they're very far away on this rooftop. There's two. These two guys are actually fighting each other as well, so they're like chasing each other, shooting each other. And so I'm trying to shoot them from a distance. I keep missing. And then suddenly it's like one of them knows where I am. And then the whole scene changes. So now one of them is chasing me. And I'm on a rooftop and I run out of bullets. So I realize I've run out of bullets and this guy's really close to me. And I take out a knife and I start trying to stab him. So I'm running away from this guy, one of the players in this game or whatever. And I have the knife in my hand, and it's in my right hand, and as I'm running away from him and he's chasing me, I'm stabbing backwards, like I'm trying to attack him backwards. So my right hand, which is holding the knife, like I'm swinging it, like I'm trying to stab really like vigorously, like behind me as I'm running away from him. And he also has a knife at this point, and he's trying to stab me, but because I'm running away from him, I can't really see. So like I'm just running as fast as I can, and I'm stabbing backwards. And he manages to basically catch up to me, and we're kind of running in circles at one point. And I completely miss him, but he ends up stabbing me. Like he ends up stabbing my character and kills me. Like again, it's just a video game, but I basically die in the game, and that's all I remember from that little dream sequence. And then later on, I just remembered another part. This was a completely different dream too. I think I'm with a friend. I'm with a friend inside of it's a transportation building thing. Okay, I'm inside of a building with a friend, and I've gone to, it's like a DMV or whatever, one of those buildings, and I'm there to renew my license plate. I have to renew my license or my license plate. And I get there, the lineup is huge. There's so many people standing in line. And then a bunch of us suddenly realize that you're not supposed to stand in line. You need to like scan, people are scanning a tablet, and it's all in Chinese or something. It's Mandarin. It's written in Mandarin for some reason. And people are taking pictures. So it's like a QR code. There's a QR code on a tablet, and I have to scan it with my phone. And other people are doing the same thing in that. By scanning this QR code, it gives you like an appointment or like a number, like basically a number that you have to take, which is weird too. It's like it prints out a number, but it's not printing anything. It's like it's on your phone, but it's also a printout at the same time. Because I see both. But then anyway, so people are scanning this QR code. And so I walk up and I scan it as well, and the image keeps changing. It's like a screensaver type of thing on a tablet where the images keep changing. It's not just the same image. So every time I try to scan it with my phone, this QR code, like it's there for a few seconds and it shifts away. And it's so frustrating. I get so pissed off because I'm just standing there, and there's a group of us. There's so many people around. I think I get embarrassed too at one point, and I'm holding my phone and I'm trying to scan this QR code with my camera app. And the QR code is there for, like it just lasts a few seconds and it goes away, but I know it's going to come back. And so I'm just standing there trying to scan it. I don't think it ends up working. And I'm getting frustrated. And then suddenly we're all huddled up near this tablet, and there's an old lady. I think she's an older Asian lady, and she doesn't speak very good English. And she's there also for the points. Like it almost like shifts to not being the DMV anymore. We're not there for the license stuff, but we are at the same time. So it's kind of weird. It's like we are and we're not. And so this old lady, she's very close to me, and she's complaining about something. And she's complaining about not having a picture of a celebrity. And I don't even know why she's telling me this, but we're all standing there. We're all huddled up. There's so many people around me. And so I start talking. I'm having a conversation with this older Asian lady. And she has a really heavy accent. I have a hard time kind of understanding her. And everyone has their phones out or their cell phones. And I'm on my phone. I have my cell phone. And I can't remember who she's complaining about, but she's complaining about, it's like she's just telling me a story though, but she's complaining about not having the picture of a celebrity that she almost had or could have had or should have had. Like she's actually, I think at one point she's upset with me. For whatever reason, it's my fault. Somehow it's my fault that this old Asian lady was going to get this picture of a celebrity and she wasn't able to get it. I can't remember who the celebrity was, but I think it might have been The Rock. And I remember it was like a big muscular celebrity, and I don't even see the celebrity. I just know in my dream that that's what she's pissed off about. So she was upset that, and I think it was either The Rock or Jason Momoa. It was like one of those two actors or something like that. It was like a big muscular actor. And so yeah, she just keeps complaining like I should have had this picture. Like it's your fault that I don't have this picture of the celebrity anymore. Or like she was supposed to take a picture, but she missed her opportunity. And I don't know how the hell it was my fault, but it just was. And I'm ignoring. I'm starting to get. I'm kind of ignoring her, and I think I walk away from that situation. I'm just like, yeah, whatever. I don't care. And that's all I remember from that dream sequence. And then there was another dream. This one was like a. Yeah, there was another dream. This one's very vague. I'm already forgetting way too much of it. It was. I think this one was one of the earlier dreams I had. I must have had it. This was one of my first dreams, I think, because it's just barely coming to me. We were. It was a group of us inside of a building. It's like an old building, kind of looks like a warehouse, maybe, or an abandoned apartment. No, no, it's not a warehouse. It's just like a building. It's an apartment building. I know there's multiple levels, and there's a group of us. Well, we're bunkered down. That's what it is. We're hiding in this warehouse, and we're bunkered down because of zombies. I think it's like a zombie thing, and there's like a small group of us, and yeah, it is zombies. It's like yeah, it's zombies who are trying to kill us or attack us, but they don't look like scary zombies. They're just other like they're. It just looks like normal people, but I know they're zombies, and they're after us, and so we've closed off different rooms and doors, and like we've basically barricaded ourselves inside, and we have to leave. Like it's not safe enough. And I remember helping to like bar the doors, and we're moving furniture around, piling them on top of each other to block the doors and the entrances and even the windows. But for some reason, like there's this one long hallway that is not blocked, and we're having like a group meeting too. I think we're trying to decide what we have to do, where we have to go, and I don't even think I see the zombies. I can barely remember the shit. So there's a couple actors from different TV shows there. Yeah, that's what I remember. I don't know. I don't even know who they are. I think one of them is that character. I think one of them is Dwight. Dwight from The Office is there. There's a couple other actors, like an old guy. I know there's like an older bald guy. I can't remember who it is. I think. Oh man, I don't even know these actors' names. Dwight from The Office is there. He's one of us. I think that older bald guy from the TV show Lost. Yeah, he's there too. The old guy, the shaved head. I don't remember his name. He's there as well. He's one of our members. And then there's a chubby, fat lady. Not too fat. She's not overweight. She's just kind of chubby actually. And I think she's the girl from The Walking Dead. She's the one who's the chubby Alexandria, the girl who's from the little town Alexandria, the one who gets shot by Negan. Negan shoots her on the porch. She's one of the girls who just helps with inventory. Yeah, she's the chubby girl with the glasses. Yeah, so those three actors for sure are in this building with me. So, and we're just barricading and having an argument about like what we have to do. We have to escape. There's more people. There's like a bunch of us, maybe like a group of 20. But those are the only three actors I remember being as part of our group. And so I think we do start leaving at one point. We've packed up our stuff. We've done everything we can, and we're trying to escape. And a couple of our group members get killed. I think I can't see any of this. I just know it's happening or something. So we're huddled up at one point. At one point, it even looks like a hospital waiting room. That's what it is. We're in a hospital waiting room, or at least it looks like that because there's a bunch of chairs. Like there's rows of chairs that are attached to each other, like the way they have in waiting rooms or like stadiums. And we're running between them, and we're a small group. And like again, I know. I think we're waiting for someone. We're waiting for one of our members to come back in this group, and then I kind of know he's dead, or somebody mentions it too that they died. They couldn't make it back to the group, and we're trying to blame it. Like people are blaming each other. And this part's very vague. I don't remember. It's just like we have to leave this building because we're being attacked by zombies. I think they're all actors too. Like at one point, I kind of recognized them. I can't remember now, but In the dream, I just know they're all actors, but it wasn't like a movie or a TV show. Like we were actually there in real life trying to escape. And there's a bunch of these actors, and those are the only three that I do remember from those TV shows. And I think that's it. That's all I remember from all the dreams.